back. First Man 2 now, live on Indiegogo. Another little sketchbook. It's, and when I say little, I mean it's the size of a comic book in proportion. It's, how many pages is this bad boy? It's a little over 100 pages, but it is the John Romita Sketchbook, published by David Spurlock and John Romita himself. Introduction by Stan Lee. This book's about, I don't know, 15, 16, 17 years old, something like that. John Romita, another one of my artistic idols. So let's take a look at this book, which I believe is still available. Love this female figure. This is what I love about this time period of comics compared to today. It's not ultra realistic looking stuff. It's all about doing cool looking comic art, stylized. It's a great female figure, nice and stylized. Love it. Of course, known for Spider-Man. Start off with a nice pencil sketch of Spider-Man. Kind of like the John Buscema sketchbook I showed before. The table of contents is pretty short. I love this drawing. John Romita was very heavily influenced by Milton Caniff, and you can definitely see it in that face. So, of course, we've got the introduction by Stan the Man himself. Look at this shot of young John Romita. There's John, his son, John Romita Jr. Here we've got John Romita, Spurlock, John Buscema right there. And then Stan Lee and John looking through a hardcover of Sons of Origins. I have a soft cover, not a hardcover of it. The women. Yes, John is known. Look at that. Once again, beautiful female figure here. Nice and stylized. But John could also slap down that beautiful life drawing too. He knew that comic books were supposed to be more exaggerated. And they're comic books. It's not drawing super realistic stuff. Gorgeous figure here. You know, I was looking through this. I was actually talking to Bart about this, Bart Sears about this. And I said, you know, I'm looking through John Romita's stuff. I don't know if you've ever seen this, but in his female figure work, I can kind of see some of what you do with your female figures coming from his work in regards to the tight little waists, the calves, the shape of the calves and stuff, and even some of the proportion. Great quick sketch here. Just beautiful. I mean, John drew beautiful women. You know, to me, when I think of Spider-Man, I do think of Romita and not Steve Ditko. I know, sacrilege, but I'm more of a Romita guy than I am a Steve Ditko guy. Just look at this. It does. It reminds me a lot of Bart's female figure work when I look at this stuff. Which makes sense, because this was about the time he was buying comics. So we get into life drawing. So we can see, well, before we get into life drawing, like I said, I love the stylization in the faces, the nice, cute little noses and things. It's not about, you know, drawing perfect real life people, which, you know, seems like more people are trying to do in comics today. But you can see he knew how to draw from life. You always draw from life. And from life, you then pull, that's from drawing from life like this, you then will go into more of your own personal style. Look at that. Just great pencil renderings here. Illustration and advertising. Yes, he had a stint doing that type of work too before getting back into comics. I want to say this was a gouache painting right here. I mean, look at this. This is an illustration. Almost looks like a freaking photograph. Burt Reynolds. Jack, of course. Great Christmas card right here. Poor Peter. He's all tuckered out from fighting crime on Christmas Eve. This looks like he drew himself. Him and Stan. Wait. Oh no, Steve Powers. I'm sorry, that's Steve Powers. Beautiful figure. Once again, I see lots of Bart in that figure. So gorgeous. His women. I love, this is the Spider-Man I remember as a kid, that body type and stuff. So there's a great interview, obviously, in here. Love seeing a sketch like that. I mean, if this was handed to me and as a cover sketch to draw from, oof, that would be cool. Very Milton Caniff right there. I love the few issues, as much as I loved his Spider-Man stuff, I tell you, I love the few issues of Captain America that John did. They were just awesome. Here we've got some page breakdowns right here and then finished pencils here from comic book stuff. More of his finished pencils. Tight looking stuff. Did some sports stuff. Love these breakdowns, just great storytelling that you can see going on in these roughs. If you're a John Romita fan, I highly recommend getting this book. There's a wealth of knowledge in it just from the interviews, and then if you just study these breakdowns that he did for storytelling. What is it? I wish it would have more captions on what stuff's from. I'm not sure what this is from. I love the way he constructed legs. It's very simple. Romance comics. John was known for romance comics. Some of my favorite ones I have that he did draw, but then I also really enjoyed the ones that he inked over. John Buscema. They made a great team. This is from DC Girls Romance. Just love, look at that face. Such handsome men and beautiful women. You want to talk about learning character acting for regular people, non-superheroes, and just great camera angles and shots. Look at some of this romance stuff he did. Beautiful. See, I see a lot of Bart in that face. The size of the eyes, the way the nose is done, the mouth, even the eyebrows. Superheroes. There it is, Captain America. Man, I wish he had a longer run on Cap. It's really nice stuff. This is what I really wish I would have seen John Romita do not Junior, because we got to see John Romita Jr. do stuff for DC, which I loved. But look at that Superman, just a marker sketch. How cool would it have been to see John Romita in the 60s or 70s take a whack at drawing a few Superman issues? Would have been so cool. And you can see from this the figure construction that he passed down to his son, John Romita Jr., with the way the muscles and shapes interlock with each other. Of course, he's known for Spider-Man. He designed Nova. I love this drawing of Omega. I thought the costume design on Omega was really cool. And of course, Nova, like I said, as well. And he even did humor stuff. Look at this. If I just showed you this without seeing his signature, you'd have no idea that was John Romita. Look at that. Man of many talents. Mad Magazine painting. Villains and character design. Nice cover sketch here. This is, I believe this was a create-your-own thing John did. Just great figure construction. Here we have some more female faces here. Very Milton Caniff looking in some areas. The good old century ruse that they tried pulling in the early 2000s. As soon as I saw this piece of art in Wizard magazine, I was like, get out of here. That's John Romita Sr. But damn, look at that. I like the century. I like his regular costume with the big belt, but I love this classic looking costume of the century. Sentry is one of my favorite characters from Marvel. This Constrictor drawing is really cool, showing the costume design. Of course, the leader. Some other characters as well. Great. Miss Marvel, Red Guardian. I mean, John did a lot for Marvel when it came to costume designs. Wolverine. I'm surprised Wolverine's not in here, actually. But that's it. Love that. Black Swan. And there you go. Love seeing that in color. This is a gouache painting. Look at that. Or no, this is acrylic, I believe. I believe this is an acrylic painting. Love the way this painting looks. So there you go, guys. The John Romita Sketchbook. Go out and get yourself one. You won't regret it. Bye, everybody.
Luke Henry, after kicking Monarch's ass to the depths of space, is back on Earth, and now he's looking to save the world from the Fourth World Foundation. Sure, he had help from Penumbra before, but she's not helping him this time. He's got to face it on his own. He's coming for a villain known as Adonis. He'll do it. You'll be there. Back it now. First Man 2, Learning.